watching the 80s and 90s retro collector.
You're ready. Bang. Let's do this.
You're watching the 80s and 90s retro collector, so come through.
Boom. Let's see the back row. Yeah, look at that. Cool, mate. Size of your back. Jesus. That's, yeah, I love it in here. This is the best one.
I'm going to do a video. Subscribe to 80s and 90s retro collector. Boom.
Yeah, you do go. You are now watching 80s and 90s retro collector.
We're now watching 80s and 90s retro collector.
Wait,
You're watching the 80s and 90s retro collector.
Cookie. We love cookie.
Hi there folks, it's Phil Crew here from the Phil Crew Show. What?
80s and 90s Retro Collector. Not just a channel about action figures, but a channel where action figures.
Hello, it's me, Brawling Badger, star of Ballamoran, Drained and Essex FBI Investigates, and you are watching the 80s and 90s Retro Collector. Have fun and don't forget to like, share and subscribe and enjoy the video.
You're watching the 80s and 90s Retro Collector. Come on!
Hello everybody, you are watching the 80s and 90s retro collector. Make sure you subscribe. Whoa!
Right, but she laughed because he's hurt himself and you were laughing.
Hurt himself. He just made a fool of himself.
And he just went to jump on the chair and fell off it, and you finding it hilarious.
Hey retro heads, remember when this was your favourite waste of time? Minesweeper. I remember getting Minesweeper on my old Windows 3.1 PC. If you're young, you may want to ask your parents. And Minesweeper was just so simple, yet so effective, yet so frustrating when you took a punt on one of them not being a bomb, and it was, oh my goodness. But yes, it's changed very little. I mean, this was basically what it looked like on Windows 3.1 PCs. Oh look! Seriously, Nick, you really should have known better than that. But yes. But yeah, this was basically how it looked on Windows 3.1, which would have exploded if you tried most modern video games on it. But yes, like Tetris and other games, you know, you could just pick it up and you could almost be hooked in an instant. Seriously. So, if you're not into the video games of today, which are just far too complicated and be like, my goodness, whatever, then go look up Minesweeper. Simple, effective, and will probably have you turning the air blue when you realised you put a bomb in the wrong place as well. Like I just did. Oh well.
Hello everyone, welcome to the 80s and 90s Retro Collector. This is me, and this is I, the Badger, from Broad Badger Film Productions. Now I've been asked to talk a little bit about some of my collections that I used to collect and do collect now. Back in the day, I was a big fan of VHS and DVDs, and that sort of pushed me along to getting into, comic books, gaming, the works. And of course, gaming is a very hard thing to keep up with, so that sort of thing had to shelve down a bit. But I still love comic books, I still love collecting action figures and all sorts of different things. And at the minute, my main focus with my collections are Venom, from the films and from the TV shows and from all different genres of that type of alien symbiote. Also Carnage and some of the others as well, if I can get hold of them. Mainly cheaply at boot sales and things like that if possible. Also Aliens and Predator and Alien vs Predator. If I can get hold of those, that is fantastic. Whenever you see an alien out in the wild or a predator out in the wild, you think, wow, that's great. So sometimes those are really hard to find, but I really love it when you can get hold of those in a toy shop at a reasonable price or out in a boot sale during the summertime. It's great stuff. And another thing I've been starting to collect recently is old school horror books, like the Pan ones from years ago. An example is like The Devil Rides Out and things by Dennis Wheatley, real old-fashioned authors who really knew how to scare their audience. Let us know some of the things you like to collect in the comments below, and I'll leave it to the rest of the gang.
I have started doing one. It was Nick's idea, the guy that was coming with me today, and it's basically just we're doing it for just basically a bit of fun to document our hobby. So it's kept us on the straight and narrow, because before that we were sort of going out quite a bit partying, and now we do all this, and it's like not only are we putting our money into something that's more positive and healthy, we've got something to show for it instead of a hangover. So yeah, both of our partners are sort of happy about it. So yeah, so we're like, you know what? He's an editor. He's edited 4 short films that I did. So he's like, I can edit stuff. Let's whack it on YouTube, because for no other reason but it's memories for us to look back on and show our children. And I'm like, I'm not going to say no to that, man. So that's regards to the YouTube stuff, dude. Yes, yeah, I am. I'm an actor and a writer. Yeah. As difficult as that industry is. Right, here we are, Nick. There's a bit of you right here. Doctor Who. He went up, but he hasn't got any Doctor Who. But there you go, Nick.
Just a bit.
Just a bit.
Corner is dedicated to Doctor Who.
Oh, I love that, because he was like, oh, he won't have any Doctor Who, and I'm like, well, I've looked on his Instagram. He has. But
I've
yeah.
shown Nick some cool things as well. So
Yeah.
this is a 1978 TARDIS tuner.
Wow.
And it still connects to the radio today.
And that is in excellent condition.
So this is the box for it. Absolutely perfect condition, but I mean, look at the price tag on it. It's an expensive item.
There you go, Nick. That's your holiday fund gone, Nick. So, that something. That's something he will.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool things like these are all kind of vintage money box.
Yeah, and how much would that one be going for, mate?
Something like £20.
There you go. That's more you, Nick. See that you could get that, and it won't cost you your relationship, mate.
And I do. You can let Nick know.
Yeah.
Coming in next week, we've got a boxed Dapol TARDIS, which is complete in its box as well. So we get Doctor Who stock quite a lot here at the Essex Toy Cave, and I'm always looking out for kind of big bundles from collectors too. But yeah, loads of Doctor Who, from Dapol stuff to modern character options, and yeah, we've got a Lego set as well somewhere in here of Doctor Who. So Yeah, it's a
Excellent.
very busy thing.
Excellent. There you go. Music to his ears. Doctor Who. It was never. I mean, we're all into different things. He can't stand wrestling stuff. He's like wrestling stuff, but I love it. And
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I can't stand Doctor Who, but I've got no nostalgia to it. I never really watched it. But we're all different. If we all wanted the same thing, it'd be odd. What yourself? What are you into? A variety?
So I mean,
I'm guessing obviously this is your
yeah,
collection,
yeah,
so a bit of
it
everything
started
like
off
me.
with mine. I mean, my passion kind of began with Star Wars and Lego.
Yeah, Lego, man.
So I think when I was 13, I
Mhm.
bought this massive collection of Lego from America.
Okay.
It was about 100 Star Wars sets, all of the vintage original Star Wars sets.
Right.
But the thing is they all come in separate pieces.
Right,
It was just a big box of just parts essentially,
Got ya.
with all
That's
the
good.
instructions, and it took us a whole summer to build them.
Yeah.
But from that, I think I kept some of the sets. So Watto's Junkyard is one of my favourite Lego sets.
Yeah.
And we sold quite a lot of them on and made a little profit. And that was when I was 13.
Right.
I'm now 29.
So you had that entrepreneurial
Yeah,
mindset from a
yeah,
young
exactly.
age. Exactly. That's great, mate.
And you know that starts with boot sale era, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, you go and see them, what all the bargains are.
Oh yeah, I think all of us collectors love a boot sale because you know you do. Sometimes you come across this hidden treasure and it's like wow, like £3, like £3. Like I'm not going to get too excited because you're going to go, why are you getting excited? You know, can I just look that up online before you have it for £3? But yeah.
So I mean, in terms of the vintage stuff, this is a 1964 Johnny 7.
Wow.
One-man army gun, and it still comes. You obviously got the.
Yeah.
And it still comes with all its original parts as well.
Do you know what? I've seen one of these before, but it wasn't in a condition like this.
Yeah,
They're-
you see them quite loose.
Yeah.
Quite often. But
Yeah, with Sandown I saw a loose one.
Yes, yeah.
But no, that's what we got on that 400. But for that, that's it's. I thought it'd be more, but that's a bit special, that isn't it? That's what you'd have been bought if you had like a wealthy family back then, you know, because this isn't. I saw this. I think it was Jonathan Ross that was. That was saying about this. He said that you know all the rich kids have got this for Christmas, and you know, so now I'm an adult and I've now got one for my collection. That's the sort of piece we're talking about here. That's really
another
cool.
thing, very cool. This is a 3D printed life-size Yoda.
Wow, that's lovely.
So basically, all of these parts were built. I think his head still comes off. So
Okay,
the slot
right.
in and out. But
Yeah,
the
yeah.
detail on it for 3D printing, I think, is quite cool.
It is cool, man.
And the lightsaber comes out sometimes.
Nice, love it. Love it. You've got literally a bit
Got
of everything.
another vintage C3PO, 1977 C3PO there.
Nice, nice, man.
Yeah, we love the vintage bits.
Yeah, absolutely.
A couple of old kind of little Games Workshop bases.
Uh-huh.
They're quite vintage.
Yeah.
Toxic Crusader, I know everyone always
Oh,
loves the Toxic Crusaders.
yeah.
Toxic, quite a rare piece.
I've not spoke to any collector yet that have said, oh, I don't like it. How weird's that? I actually picked this up yesterday. I got this yesterday, and I've just set it on my display literally last night. But that's strange. And I came across it, and I'm like, I love it. And yeah, I picked that up yesterday. Yeah.
Did you get it for a good deal?
Do you know what, mate? I got it from a boot sale for £2. Yeah, that was the Chelmsford boot sale. And yeah, it's not in the condition this is in, but for £2, mate, I give it a little clean up and I popped it up. But again, that's what we were just saying about the boot sales, you know, I love them.
And I find it quite fun. I mean, that's quite cool. That's a 1977 Bat Doctor Retro.
That's great, Nick. So that's 40.
This is very cool as well.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loves the Joker.
Oh wow, yeah, and one of the best, Heath Ledger.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's Jack Nicholson and Heath Ledger as the Joker, man, legendary. Batman stuff, I love my Batman.
Yeah, we've got loads of Batman, we've got loads of vintage bits and Marvel Legends.
Yeah, there was Suicide Squad Joker Kane, awesome.
Yeah, this is another life-size prop of it.
Oh right, okay. that is that's lovely.
It's quite heavy as well.
Yeah.
It's all weight to it, that.
Wow, it has, hasn't it? Yeah, that's quality.
And that is a Noble Collection replica model of the Joker game.
Ah, right, okay. Very nice. Got some pretty cool, unique stuff. Judge Dredd Mean Machine. Not seen that before. That's good. Scale plastic model kit. Like Judge Dredd. Van Helsing.
Yeah, it's a
G.I.
real
Joe.
kind of mixed bunch.
It is. A big variety.
Then you've got things like Terrorhawk's Hawkwing.
Oh, cool. Terrorhawk.
Box.
Nice. Lovely.
We love the vintage bits.
Yeah, well, we all do, man. That's collectors. You know, I get some modern stuff, but vintage is what I love. And
Yeah.
like this, the Snake Mountain. What you got on that one? That's pretty nice.
So I actually have £50 on that, and that is because it is missing a few bits.
Right,
and
okay.
There's a slight crack in one of the bases, so but it's a nice piece.
It is, and the box is not bad.
It could be
£50.
worth. I mean, I think it's when you get the boxes, if you could fix the box up, it'd probably be worth a bit more.
Well, it would, yeah.
But also, I find it so strange when you get random figures that are worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
So this
Charmed.
charmed Piper figure is worth about £200. But you wouldn't afford it just looking at it.
You
would
know what? No, I've actually, it's a weird story. When I went to America, I did a Warner Brothers studio tour. And
Yeah.
at the time, I wasn't quite sure what this was, but they're like, oh, this is the house with Charmed. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. But
And I think it's because people like to build the other sets, but this one itself is worth about £200.
yeah, it's a
crazy.
nice piece. And there's a lot of fans. I mean, my daughter's mum never missed an episode of that. She'd be like, if she was here, that'd be the bit that the piece she'd be like, wow, that's what she'd like. Everybody again is different, but I mean, with me, I love the old Masters of the Universe stuff, man. And
strange enough, I had some figures. You remember Wife Swap?
yes, Wife Swap, yeah.
I had some figures that were actually Wife Swap TV figures at one point.
Okay, I never knew they didn't. Right, okay, cool.
Right,
that is
neither did I until I
Wife
saw it,
Swap.
and I was like, really unusual piece.
Yeah, never knew that. Star Trek.
What else have we got? We've got quite a bit of Bond at the moment.
Okay.
So this is Aston Martin,
Yeah.
and let's just. Oh no, I've taken the batteries out. Don't you worry, I've taken the batteries out.
Oh, right,
So
okay.
basically, he makes.
Yeah. And that's for your
Yeah, a
photographs.
little photo box.
Very professional setup. I like it, man. Yeah.
Try to be, but it's keeping it nice enough that you can do a live stream on this table
Yeah.
without it taking from everything else and
Yeah.
obviously trying to make them look good.
Yeah, I get that. Oh, no, I didn't. Here we are, Nick. More Doctor Who,
bits.
mate. He's going to be in heaven, isn't he?
Oh yeah, we definitely love
See, I told you you should have put more effort into getting here today, pal. No, you'll be.
Another bit of a Doctor Who rarity. So this War of the Daleks. It's made. What's the date on it? I believe it's 70s.
Okay.
And all of the Daleks are in there. They've just fell down, but
Yeah, very nice.
very cool vintage Doctor Who board game.
And again, it's like, that looks like it was made last week. Doesn't it? Look at that. Wow, it's been well looked after, mate.
I wish people played board games like they did back then.
Yeah, it's all on the phones and devices now, isn't it? You know, like try and get my daughter to do, like, play some board games. She's like, no, give me your phone. When you buy me my own phone, she's 8. But yeah, right. I still play board games around Christmas time with family and that, and because brought up like that, you know, doubt you like yourself, you know. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Outside a second, I'll just show you something really cool, which is sold, but it is really cool.
Yeah.
So this is all made of Lego, over 20,000 bricks. And basically Lego have this thing called Certified Professionals, which is a group of people that can make official unofficial Lego sets and display models. So all of these display models were made by a certified Lego professional. Show you the detail. This penguin. So yeah, a very cool pickup over the past couple of weeks. But,
wow, man.
I mean, you just think in comparison to the Lego they released today, and how many pieces you get for the money you're paying.
Yeah.
And this whole display I've sold for like 250 quid. Which is,
yeah.
It's going to make someone very happy at Christmas.
Yes, it will, mate. Yeah. I mean, this is lovely.
It's actually going to a Lego museum.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Milton Keynes?
Yeah,
oh,
so
okay.
a guy is opening a brand new museum and is going to be installing some of the display pieces.
Excellent.
Which is really cool.
You've got such a big variety, honestly. It's like we're everywhere I like.
Where'd you look?
Yeah.
Yeah, so behind here we've got some, this is quite a cool piece. So this is a vintage Centurions plaster.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, very cool.
And also, these are vintage ray gun, and if you look closely to this, see the spark. Yeah, so it's just a friction-based vintage ray gun toy, which is pretty cool.
It is cool, man. It is cool.
Invasion.
Lovely stuff. Cool, right.
Right, put that in the envelope. We'll put that in.
Hello. Hello.
You're taking that, Straley?
Yeah, sweet, bruv. Can you do me a favour? Go. You are watching the 80s and 90s Retro Collector. This is for my mum.
You're watching the 80s and 90s Retro Collector. Ta ta ta.
Yeah, brother, I love it. See you in a bit, yeah? Jeff, thank you. See you in a bit, bro.
Hello, it's me, Brawling Badger, star of Ballamorran, Drained and Essex FBI Investigates, and you are watching the 80s and 90s Retro Collector. Have fun and don't forget to like, share and subscribe and enjoy the video.
80s and 90s Retro Collector. Not just a channel about action figures, but a channel where action figures.
You're watching the 80s and 90s Retro Collector. Come on!
Hello everybody, you are watching the 80s and 90s Retro Collector. Make sure you subscribe. Whoa!
The 80s and 90s Retro Collector.
You are now watching 80s and 90s Retro Collectors.
You are watching 80s and 90s Retro Collectors.
watching 80s and 90s retro collector.
We are watching the 80s and 90s retro collector.
So that's the belt there. What do you think of that, Ruth? What wrestler wore that belt? There you go. And what I'm going to do now is find a man that looks like Virgil to come with me tomorrow and polish my shoes. What do you think? So you like the stuff? Are you happy with it? Your Game Boy mug? Here you go. Have a look at that. Yeah. There you go. Now, what I want you to do, I'm going to set this $1 million championship up on the side. If every morning you can just buff it up for me. Yeah, is that alright? Yeah. And buff this figure up and all. Look at that. So not a bad old day, guys. Not a bad old day. Let's have a look. Look at this. Unique. Jean-Claude Van Damme. They had a Hollywood Hogan one there as well. I was going to treat you to that. Hello, babe. Look what I've treated you to. I'm treating you to it because you can polish these goodies, all right? Okay. I've got the bubble wrap for you, right? Now this is a shop that really, it's the best stuff. It's at the shop for winners in life, this one. So, what we got here is a graded 80% Doink the Clown. Yeah, exciting stuff, isn't it? 300. And got a belt. I've got Jean-Claude Van Damme in Bloodsport. I've got a Masters of the Universe Castle Grayskull cup that you can drink your coffee out of. Oh, actually, you can make me a coffee in. And a Game Boy mug for you that you put your hot drink in and the screen comes on. You used to like playing your Game Boy games. Alright? So don't say I forgot. Now this is a heavy belt. Now this belt, I've got the spare bits and bobs for it in there. But this belt was the same belt as a certain wrestler wore, and I'll see if you can guess who the wrestler was. I'm going to find someone to walk around with me. I'm going to put my suit on tomorrow for when I meet Hacksaw. I've bought a green suit, and I'm going to shave all my beard in. But this is the, do you know what wrestler would have had this $1 million belt?
$1 million man?
The $1 million belt. I'm going to find a man that looks like Virgil to walk around with me tomorrow and polish me shoes and whatnot. But this is the $1 million championship belt. I mean, a man like me needs to be wearing a $1 million belt. You know what I'm saying? It's very fitting for the $1 million man. Boom! So we got the Mutant Fist Pounder. What I liked about this, when I was talking to Ali, the last time I went into the shop, it's complete. Haven't seen many of them complete. Nice, tidy box. Had to pick that up for the collection, and I've wanted this a while. Yes, you could go and get the new reproduction ones of, but I'm not mad on the repros. So we got an original Castle Grayskull and a nice figure to go with it. We've got the He-Man and Skeletor on display back there, and I got a Ron Simmons. He said you can only take Ron Simmons if you tell me what his saying is, and I'm like, damn, of course. And he's like, absolutely. So we got this Galoob Ron Simmons to go with a WCW display. Right, off to Nerd Base. Let's get a few more loose figures to go with the displays, and then we're going to head to Smith's Superstore at Lakeside Retail Park to see the new line of WWE figures and see if there's anything worth picking up there that takes my fancy. Okay, let's do this.
Shona. Shona.
Shane off, he said off. I said, I'm wearing your tea towel.
Who's that, Shona?
T-shirt. You said, where's my present? Hello. So I said, yeah, t-shirt and shorts. He went,
Shona, who is that on the phone?
where's my toy?
Who?
Where's my toy? I said, no, I got you a t-shirt and shorts. He went,
Hello, Huey, look.
like that.
Is it Huey on the phone?
So before he went, I said, you going on holiday? Yeah. So I said, get Nanny a present. He looked at me and he said, I'll get you some clothes. Good enough to say you got me clothes, you didn't get me a toy.
Oh.
Oh, you weren't impressed.
Yeah, and she like that little girl on the telly.
Shona.
Yeah.
I she's a ringer for it.
Coco, where you going, you div? Come here.
Where are you off to?
You're watching the 80s and 90s Retro Collector. You're watching the 80s and 90s Retro Collector.
Hi, my name is Daniel Egan and I'm an actor, and I was in Star Wars A Rogue One Story. I played two characters, a Death Trooper and a Partisan. And I'd like to say hello to all my fans, and especially 80s and 90s Retro Collector. Thank you.
Now, do you know anyone that would actually be able to buy this sort of figure? Do you know what I mean, Ruth? Like, this is the sort of thing only a winner can buy. This is the sort of thing, what do you think, only a winner could buy? What sort of person do you think could buy that then?
A loser.
What sort of man goes and pays £300 for this little bit of plastic clown that looks like he's come from a Happy Meal in McDonald's? Your answer, a loser. Brilliant. A loser? A loser? Yeah. Right, on that note, let's watch our Home and Away. Now this is a lovely place. Sit here for a bit. I'm just going to unwind after almost 100-mile drive. It is a beautiful day, and honestly, this is a lovely place, guys.
It's Spanish. It's Spanish.
Right, got ya, got ya.
Hasbro's,
Yeah, yeah.
He's got those two, the Warrior and the Hogan.
That's right.
That is the same.
Right, I just bought a graded Coco Beware off of him. I was happy with the deal, and oh, he's very fair. Oh, that's in good nick, isn't it? Ain't that in good nick? Look at that. What you got on him, mate? 200 on him, yeah? Look at that.
I had the belt
Who didn't love Warrior, mate? He was the best, wasn't he? Look at that, 200. Okay. Oh, what's the? You just got him in, ain't you? You said you were getting about the Macho, yeah. I've got him, but I ain't got him in a box.
He's quite pricey.
Yeah, I know they do go for a lot. Okay. Yeah, you don't see him in the box, do you, mate? Let's have a look.
We've got that original. I remember that tape on the back.
Oh yeah. Yeah, mate, I got Warrior and my brother Jim got Hogan for Christmas in '91. Look at that. Do you know, I've not seen one in this condition. I've seen them in beaten up boxes. Yeah.
There's a loose Hogan round there.
Let's have a little look. Yeah. Carded,
Good, isn't it?
Yeah, it actually is. Yes, they still got it.
Do you know what you never see on cars?
what's that, mate? Oh, Savage.
Never see
That
that
first
card,
one,
do
you
you?
don't. Nah, you don't, mate. I've never seen him on card. And what's is that a Spanish or Italian?
It's Spanish, I think.
Spanish, Macho King as well. They've got him down there. Right, and that's from Series 1, 1990. Yeah. You don't. What's he up for, mate?
300 days.
Okay. So that's one. Got him. They all, yeah. I've got both of them ones. He was my favourite. Warrior was my favourite wrestler as a youngster. But then when I got teenager, the Hill Shawn Michaels from the Rockers. Yeah, I liked him, man.
I used to like the Blue Blazer and Coco Beware.
Blue Blazer, Owen Hart.
And him.
Yeah.
And obviously the Warrior.
Oh, who didn't like Savage, bruv? Savage was the man, wasn't he? Didn't last. They don't last long though. I mean, 54 Warrior and 55, I think, Savage when he had a fatal heart attack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, all the steroids, mate, isn't it?
Did you see Ric Flair have that heart attack when he started going on one
In his last match, mate. Yeah, mate, in his last match.
Elbow dropping nothing, and then
Yeah.
he got out and they thought he was acting, and he was actually having.
Yeah, I know, mate. I know, and he still wants another match. They won't let it. I know, mate. I really gutted he pulled out of the love of wrestling. I went all the way to Manchester. I'm like, he's the one I want to meet the most. Pulled out and couldn't get anywhere near Sting because of the queues. But I met some other ones that were nice. It was well worth going to.
People don't realise he's done a Ric Flair one of them.
That's right. They did WCW one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know about that. He's nice, that Warrior.
Yeah,
It's impressive. The Warrior set at the bottom, but it ain't as impressive as that wrestling buddy, is it? Nah.
I like the colours on that. It really pops, doesn't it?
It does pop.
The wrestling belt I had was like that. It's lovely.
Yeah.
Never seen one in the condition the one I had.
What is the us, Jeffrey? Nice. Okay, with the Savage, what's the best price you take on him, mate? You said 4, didn't you? 350. As you got an hangover, I think I might be able to win you over. You got the you got too much cool stuff. That's lovely, you know, that microphone.
I can chuck that. I can do a deal with that.
How much?
Yeah,
4 for that and that. Yeah.
See them and that work.
Okay. Yeah. Go on, I'll do that. 400 for that and that. Why not? 2 things. I've got Savage, but I want the box more than the. Look at that.
He's cool on his own, even without the box.
He is, man. So I got him loose, but I've not seen one in a box. This, especially with a tape on the back.
sell your loose one.
Yeah. That's right, yeah, I'll get rid of that one.
And then keep that one.
Nice ring there. What's the loose, the loose Macho King with the sceptre and crown? It has got a what's it, but he's standing on it and it's upside down.
Oh, that's not the price for him. I think that price on there's like that was for something worth a tenner.
Right, right. What is he out of curiosity? I don't normally like them loose, but I'm curious.
I've got him at 60.
60. Fair, very fair. I think these are in very good condition. Giant Gonzalez. Some of these are gradable quality. That Macho King is. If that was graded, he'd be worth about 4, wouldn't he? I'd get him graded if I were you. Because
you never see him with his face like that. It's always faded like them.
He's right. He is.
Really clean.
Yeah. And normally with the jumper warriors, the noses go on them. So when you see them with...
yeah, the Series 2 one.
That's right, the Series 2 and also... no, not the Series 2. Well, the Series 2 nose goes, but Series 1, the jumper warrior, the nose goes. And the Coco, it's hard to get the Frankie with him, the bird.
I just sold that.
Right, he sold that on its own. Right, yeah. So I just picked up the graded one. I was really happy with that deal.
I like that one.
Yeah, man. That's the jumper there. Yeah. Even his nose is all right. Bam Bam Bigelow. Don't see many of him loose. So, to be honest, I've not seen him anywhere.
I've got 2 of them. One's in lovely condition and the other one's a bit worn.
Yeah. What's he? The black suit DiBiase with the belt loose.
30.
30. That's fair. Yeah. Okay. So where are we at now? 4. Bam, bam, bam. I'll take him as well, please, with the belt, the black DiBiase.
Have you seen that one? He's rare.
I've got him. I picked him up at a Retro Hunter, carded, 150. I was, yeah. He's big. He's bigger, isn't he? They did that one and made him bigger than the other. But yeah, I'll take that DiBiase because.
Which one, the green one?
No, the black, mate. I've got the green.
There they go.
Sorry, I've been awkward there. Got the one right at the front, didn't I? And there's your Owen Hart back.
Yeah, he's a nice
one. And the belt as well. So the
belt's worth
yeah,
£4, isn't it?
Yeah. Picked up a belt at a toy fair at Christmas for 20 or so. But I just love that figure, man.
I've sold before a Undertaker Blackbeard. I'm pretty sure selling it, thinking it was that one. And I think I sold it for about 15 quid.
Oh no, the Blackbeard one. That's worth. Oh my goodness. That's big money.
Yeah,
you sold it for 15 quid.
I'm pretty sure. I was talking to my mate earlier. My brain's been going, and I'm thinking I had one of them. I know I did.
Yeah.
And I sold it for the same price as what they're worth.
Got ya.
Just checking there's not another Ted DiBiase in here, black one that you can compare it with.
Okay.
See which one's better.
Yeah.
And take. Yeah. He looks quite clean though, to be fair.
Yeah. Is there? Yeah. I don't suppose you've got another belt without the marks on. I could put on him instead of that one. Is that all right? Yeah.
Compare it with that one.
Yeah, because
there you go, there's another one there.
Yeah, if I can swap them over, that'd be great. Thanks, mate.
Hello everybody, you are watching the 80s and 90s Retro Collector. Make sure you subscribe. Whoa.
First line is, my name is Claude. So just repeat after me. Je m'appelle Claude.
Je découpe plow.
It's not quite what I'm saying.
Sounds exactly the same to me.
All right, let's just try it again.
Okay.
Really listen.
Got it.
Je m'appelle Claude.
Je te floop flee.
Let's try it one syllable at a time. Je
m'appelle
m'appelle.
Pelle.
Great. Okay, faster. Je m'appelle.
Pelle.
Je m'appelle.
Me poupou.
You're not speaking French! It's too hard. I can't teach you.
What are you doing?
I have to go before I put your head through a wall.
Don't go, I need you! My audition is tomorrow! Blah blah blah! Mais la pie! Ombra!
What we stopped here for? What's the matter with that space over there? It's too tight. Too tight? You can land a jumbo fucking
First
jet
line
in there.
is my name is Claude. So just repeat after me. Je m'appelle Claude.
Je te coupe plow.
It's not quite what I'm saying.
Sounds exactly the same to me.
All right, let's just try it again.
Hey.
Really listen.
Got it.
Je m'appelle Claude.
Je te flee.
Let's try it one syllable at a time. Je m'appelle.
Pelle.
Great. Okay, faster. Je m'appelle.
Pelle.
Je m'appelle.
Me poupou.
You're not speaking French! It's too hard. I can't teach you.
What are you doing?
I have to go before I put your head through a wall.
Don't go, I need you! My audition is tomorrow! Blah blah blah! Mais la pie! Ombra!
You are a smelly pirate hooker.
You look like a blueberry.
Why don't you go back to your home on Whore Island?
Oh, you have bad hair.
What did you say?
I said your hair looks stupid.
Is Homer there?
Homer who?
Homer sexual.
Well, wait 1 second, let me check. Homosexual? Come on, one of you guys has gotta be homosexual.
Yeah. I'm here tonight.
Right, you gotta fucking compose.
There's someone in the back here. Charlie, check the back, will you? Do you want to jump out, mate? Jump out of the vehicle, please.
Oh, come on, mate, out you come.
Been in trouble with the police before? Don't grab me like that. Got anything on you shouldn't have? Don't grab me like that.
Whoa, I'm not grabbing you or anything. Just step round the side.
Help's gone to the shop, has he?
Let's just put up against the car.
Search him, will you?
Charlie. You know, for same scenario every single day, man. I don't get a break with you lot.
Do you know who I am?
No, I can't say that I do.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Really?
People know me.
Hi guys, welcome to this video. So, we got these pets and we're gonna visit them to here, to there.
Okay. Yeah.
I saw Ted DiBiase the other day.
Did you? But the real person or the figure?
Real man, yeah.
Did you?
Went to a show with him, yeah.
Oh, wow. I'd love to meet him.
This week is
Yeah.
Axel Jim Duggan.
Where at?
Tufnell Park.
Tufnell Park. Where is that?
Next to Archway. Next to Camden.
So you're going to meet Axel Jim Duggan this week?
You've got to pay, yeah. You go in and it's called just 20 quid just to...
When's he there? This week?
Thursday. Just double check. It's called Inside the Ropes.
Okay.
Last 2 weeks ago was Ted DiBiase meeting. Show some pictures. I've got my WF ring signed.
Wow. Wow.
I don't.
Let me have a look on there with that. So are you working in here for Rupert?
No, just
right.
he just popped out.
Okay, yeah, no, he's gone over to my my brother's.
I know him here. He just leaves me.
Wow, so you're a wrestling fan as well. I love it.
For my sins, man.
So am I, mate.
I went in 1992 to SummerSlam.
So did I.
And I've just picked up the video today.
Oh wow.
So I've got a ring.
Cool.
I've got a ring here, and I've got it side by side.
Yeah. Wow, that's so cool, man. I like the Hasbros the most. You know.
Well, that's some sign of the ring there.
I said, yeah, of course I am. Wow, and this was only up the road then.
Yeah, it's just old Ted, and that's look. There's. I borrowed someone of the belt. So I borrowed a belt.
Wow.
I'm saying
and you look like you're a big guy. You look like actual Jim Duggan.
Yeah, but the thing is with Ted.
Yeah.
Ted is the same height as me, and he's 73. He's big.
73
he
now.
Looked at him and went, "Geez, you're big."
Yeah.
It's like he was 6'3" when he was wrestling. He goes, "I've had surgeries." And I was like, but he said, "What he's got?" He said, "I've got a really big head."
Yeah.
So his head puts a lot of height on him because when you look, he doesn't look big. When he stands up, you go, "But man, you're big for your age."
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
70. I mean, 73, and
yeah, nice guy though.
Yeah, you're really decent. You know, I dealt with my mum, and he was really, really nice. He's a decent guy to I mean, obviously, you know, he's getting on a bit, so he forgets a few things because he said there's a lot of hits.
Yeah, a lot of bumps. Yeah.
But
yeah.
he's decent. But Hacksaw Jinger this week, it's about 60 quid, I think.
60 quid, and that's on Thursday this
and
week.
You get to meet him and sign something.
I'm
photo.
I'm so pleased I bumped into you because I'm going to be there.
And Bret Hart then later in the year in Clapham.
There was a place round in Enfield where Bret Hart and Jeff Jarrett went once to sign. Was it Phoenix memorabilia, something like that?
Okay.
Yeah.
I met Bret Hart once at Double H Smiths in the Wood Green in 1991. I thought it was a joke. We left school, we went down there, and he goes, "Bret Hart won't be in Double H Smiths in Wood Green." Turn up, it was bloody Bret Hart. We're like, Bret Hart.
No,
right. Yeah, it's like the freakiest thing ever. I didn't get anything signed. You're just looking at him back then.
Yeah, surreal, man.
But now I'm getting things signed as I get older.
And have you met Jim Duggan before?
No.
This is the first time.
You won't do it again because Jim's about 73 or 4 as well.
Is he?
Must be in there because they're around in the 80s.
Yeah, they were.
If they were 25, 30 then, you've got to really think. You're adding on what, 25, 30 years.
Yeah.
And it's just that. It's just the beating they take.
Yeah, I know. I've done wrestling training and had a couple of matches, and I tell you what, I've done martial arts, boxing, judo over the years from a child. Wrestling was the hardest. No wonder they get the ump if you go around saying it's fake, I tell you.
What it is, he said the hard thing is it's everyday wrestling.
Yeah.
And he goes to Temptation. So he does a little sermon because he's a Christian now.
That's right.
Ted.
Yeah.
So he said, look, I was lonely. I haven't seen my wife for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Every day you're drinking. And all of a sudden he goes, I said to myself, what an idiot. He's glad he got his son, he left at 14, his son got out. His son was a wrestler, but he's glad he did because it's a tough, because it's constant.
Yeah.
And Vince is ruthless.
Did he say that? Yeah.
He's a nice man, you know, but he's a businessman, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a businessman, he knows which, and but he keeps talking about old Vince, his dad.
Right, Vince Senior.
He talked to me about him a bit.
Right, he started off as a boxing promoter at Madison Square Garden.
His father.
That's right,
And then
Vince Senior.
yeah.
And Vince Junior. That's right, and all interesting stuff, man. All interesting stuff. But yeah, I will be there. I will be there to meet Hacksaw, and thank you for that, man. You sound like you're as passionate about it all as me. And
I'm pretty sad.
no, it's not at all, man. I love it all. I like meeting people like that. So you have a good day. Great to meet you. Yeah. Yeah, I was just over there. What you after? Some wrestling stuff?
I got to figure this. I might actually ask for a couple of these things.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I've got most of this stuff is in here.
Yeah, okay. You got some wrestling today? Ah, yeah, SummerSlam 92. Yeah, man. Good man. That's the first ever event I went to. Yeah, oh, you got him with a belt. What got him in here with a belt?
No, next door with Kev.
Kev, yeah. Did he do you a good price on that?
He always looks after
he does look after you. Oh, and you got a belt on him and all. Look at that, Undertaker. For that $1 Million Man, it's pretty impressive.
I wish I had this before I met Ted because I would have got him to sign the figure.
Yeah, but you got your ring sign, man.
Know.
You got your ring sign. Brilliant, man. Great to meet you, my friend. And I'll probably see you Thursday with Jim Duggan. I shall be going down there 100%. Cool. lovely. Right, and can you just pop that in the bag, please? Thank you. Thank you. Have a good evening. Bye-bye. That's a lovely picture, isn't it? I just took a photo of it, showing me mum. She loves all that New York stuff. What you got on that? £1? £2? No. How much?
£4. It's really
£4? Oh, I must look rich.
You do look
I know I ain't.
You've probably got more money than us.
I don't know. Have you got the $1 Million Man's $1 Million belt there, my friend? There we go. We've got Peter Venkman. There we go. Everybody's got a price, brother, for the $1 Million Man. I'm going to walk around town in this, mate.
Oh, yeah, it's got to be done.
Oh, look.
You have to do it for us.
I'll do it,
so
all
you've got
right.
the spur links inside there. I'll
Cool.
grab the belt out of the cabinet for you, sir.
Okay, all right. This is just the links. Excellent. $1 Million Championship replica. There we go. Meeting Hacksaw tomorrow night at Camden. An evening with Hacksaw, Jim Duggan.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yes, something a bit different, isn't it, for Thursday night? Oh, Dukes of Hazzard. So there's a place like this in Romford called the Auction Rooms. But yeah, the stuff, apart from the stuff in here, is not totally damaged and worth nothing. Sorry, Charlie. They're closing down anyway next month. Shine the light, shine the light. Everybody's got a price. Right, that doink is lovely. Isn't it, man? Oh, look at that. I've got to wear this bad boy, mate, ain't I, eh?
Absolutely.
Isn't it?
It's a cool piece.
It is. Wow, I love that. Awesome. Common people do.
Yeah. And then we could put some good doing thing on as well. Needs a good wrapping.
Gonna live like common people. People like you. Sorry?
I was going to say, we've got YouTube.
Yeah, I do put stuff on YouTube.
80s and 90s retro collector.
You are now watching 80s and 90s retro collectors.
You are watching 80s and 90s retro collectors.
You're watching 80s and 90s retro collector.
You are watching the 80s and 90s retro collector.
Hi there. Got some jokes for you. Here we go. What did the toilet say to the other? You look flushed. What did one strawberry say to the other strawberry? If you weren't so fresh, we wouldn't be in this jam. All right. And here's one more for you. You ready? Why do bananas wear sunscreen? Because they peel. Alright folks, now to love you and leave you, the Cookie Monster is off. Adios, ciao, goodbye.
Hi everyone, how you doing? Hope you said great. Just wanted to say thank you to everybody that's subscribed, helped us get to 50k subscribers here on YouTube. Overwhelmed by, dumbfounded really. It's yeah, I just wanted to thank everyone. Very, very happy, myself and the team, everybody involved in this production. So from me and on behalf of everybody on our team, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Really pleased you're enjoying the content. Really pleased you are on this journey with us. It's a fantastic hobby. Really enjoy, love doing all this. It sort of just gives you such a good dopamine here, and the nostalgia and everything puts you in a good place. It puts me in a good place, and I know millions of other people around the world that collect all sorts of different things, from your WWF Hasbros, Thundercats, Transformers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Masters of the Universe, Ghostbusters, G.I. Joe, Action Man, Action Force. Goes on and on and on. Knight Rider, gamers, Game Boy, Game Gear, Sega, Nintendo 64, Sega Master System. All sorts of different people that I've met so far on this fun, quirky little journey that I'm on, and all interesting stories and reasons behind why they're into what they're doing. Some trying to, most trying to recapture that feeling of the you know, really good, happy times in their life from the 80s and the 90s. So thank you to everybody that messages me. I get back to everyone. People that are messaging me on Instagram, people that are looking back and finding some of the projects that I've worked on, watched those and sent me such nice messages and put lovely reviews on. It really means a lot to me, so I wanted to just say this and thank everybody. Thank you. Peace and tranquility. What more do you need? So good. You see, my Ruth, she is a good girl when she's asleep. It's when she's awake you gotta worry. But right now, me and Rad are just enjoying the sound of this. Did you hear that? Exactly. Let's enjoy it while it lasts. Let's enjoy watching some wrestling on Netflix from the Monday Night Wars from 1980s, the golden era, WWF. Let's enjoy a little bit of ice cream, snacks. Just enjoy this. While it lasts. She's a good girl when she's asleep. Thing in the world, getting to watch old school wrestling now.